Good morning, all. It's Sunday, 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm out walking the dog. There's one corner that we have to stop at for like a good 3 minutes so that, he could take a sniff of the air of everybody that's been past that corner. The sign, the tree, the whole deal. So today, I'm thinking about going to the beach today. The weather said it was going to be sunny, but it seems to be pretty cloudy. So hopefully the sun comes out later. I bought myself a pass. I usually buy myself a yearly pass for the town beach. It's not that far from me. So I bought myself a pass, and I haven't used it, so I might as well get my money out of it. Not that it was a ton of money, but still, need to use it. And I wasn't able to go last weekend because one day it poured, and I also wasn't feeling well from the cold, so I didn't go. So today, I'm on a walk with the dog. I have to put an order in for Instacart, or, maybe I'll go to Aldi myself. It depends how lazy I feel. I have some things I need to print for work. Need to do my nails. Gonna go to the beach. And yeah, that's it so far. Yesterday I did go to the grocery store. I didn't film it. And I also got a delivery from Misfits Market. If you've never tried Misfits Market, I highly recommend it. Their pricing is really good. Their products, I've, never been unsatisfied with anything I've ever got from them. And their meats are very good too. And you get a lot of stuff for your money, so I highly recommend it. I've tried others. I tried Thrive, which I felt was expensive. And I didn't like anything I got there. So, the $50 they charge you to join Thrive, to me, not worth it. Because I felt things were expensive, and I didn't like anything. But Misfit Market, you put in a weekly order if you want, and they don't charge you to join. Okay, to continue, let's pick up his business. So, I started at the Athleta store on Tuesday. And so things are going there. I haven't been able to film anything there because we have a demo guy that's showing up there. And he usually gets there way earlier than me. And I really don't like to film when the guys are there because, privacy. And, although I really shouldn't be worried about that because, being a woman in the United States, we no longer have privacy, so. Anyway, I digress. So I don't like to film when they're there because it's loud, privacy. It's dirty and dusty. So I try to film when nobody is around. And they come in, I get there about 6:30, 7:15. And they're there way earlier than me. And I leave about 3:30. And they're there way later than me. So I'll be able to start filming when they're off the site. But yeah, we did the majority of the demo and the job, took down on the walls, ceiling, stuff like that. Starting to do some saw cutting for underground. it's moving along. You know, like, I don't know, the PM that I have, and I don't understand what's going on with project managers lately. They just don't want to take responsibility for anything, and they're all fucking shitty. It's like once in a blue moon, you get a project manager that actually does his job. But it seems to be far and few between lately. At least, you know, from what I've seen and from what I've heard, which is really annoying. So, you know, I ask for information on the job and I don't get it. This is his job to get me information for what I need to do my job. I could put you on pause. Okay, I'm back. But like, he asks questions, and he gets all pissy with you because you're asking questions, and you know, you ask for information, and you don't get it, and you have to, you know, make the phone calls for yourself and get it, when these are all things that he is supposed to be supplying to the field, and he's not. And from what I understand, all the field supers that have dealt with this guy have the same complaints, and he doesn't do his due diligence before you show up at the job, and then he likes to blame the field supers for doing something that clearly shows on the plan, but he feels it's wrong. You know, it's not fun. So I had that happen to me on Friday, so I was not happy. Not that I'm in trouble for anything, because, you know, thank God my direct boss is reasonable and he knows what's going on. So he's kind of the field's line of defense. But yeah, it's crazy. I don't understand it. If you want to be a project manager, your job is not just to sit on your ass and drive to job sites every few weeks for a meeting and then fuck everything else. You know, and this guy has 2 assistants, and they're no help either. I wonder if he just doesn't delegate to them, because he has one main assistant that's been working with him for a while. She doesn't know shit, so, you know, he should be teaching her about construction, and it doesn't seem like he is. And I'll give you an example. At the store, there is a petty tread mat going in the front door. So, and these things, had a dog in the car barking at me. And these things, they get recessed in the floor, anywhere from like 3/4 to an inch deep. They're, you know, if you ever saw them, they look like metal treads, and they have like abrasive material on top of them. So that's what it is. So since we're saw cutting, I needed to get the depth of this mat so I could have the demo guy saw cut the floor to the correct depth. So ask for it, yeah, I'll get it, yada, yada, yada. But then I get this email the other day from his assistant, and she sends me a cut of carpet tile. There's 2 completely different items. I don't need to cut a floor for carpet tile. So I call her up, and I said this to her, and she's like, oh no, it gets carpet tile. So I'm like, no, it doesn't. If you look on this plan, look at this note, this note, this note. This is what we're supposed to be getting. You know, it's a certain depth that they get recessed. Yada, yada, yada. And she's like, oh, yeah, but I think carpet tile is correct. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's not correct. I need to get the depth. Okay, I'll talk to Harbor with my PM. Still never got the right information. I called him, told him the situation. Still never got the right. Still never got the information. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just call myself. So, 2-minute phone call, and I got it. That's not supposed to be my job. And it's not the fact that it took me 2 minutes, because 2 minutes is really nothing, especially when you're doing demo. So you're just pretty much just sitting there watching people knock down walls. But it's the fact of that I had to do his job. I'm not getting paid to do his job. And, you know, once you start doing stuff like that, people get used to it. So I was a little annoyed about that because now I know this is going to happen the whole entire job. I'm just not going to get the right information that I need. And then, you know, my direct boss is telling me that I have to cover my ass with this guy, which, you know, is just more stress that you seriously don't need put on you at a job site, because once your job gets rock and rolling, it's very stressful to begin with. So, you know, now I'm like, fuck it, I'm just not even going to deal with this guy, and I'll just deal with my boss. And, you know, I'll send email questions over to that PM, and I'll just copy my boss, and that's how I'm going to cover my ass. You know, I asked for a whole bunch of information requests that were sent out on the job that he never put in the system, and I had to ask for that for 4 days in a row. I had to put it on my daily report every day that they're not there. And then on Friday, like late Friday afternoon, I get all the notices through the email that there are 13 RFIs that just got put in the system. Well, I hope none of them have to do with the demo, because I'm pretty much done with that. So yeah, so there's my rant for today. And I'm going to continue on my walk, and then continue on my day, and I'll see you later. So I'm walking on the path at the beach, and I noticed this sign with all these trail tracks, the animal trail tracks. And this is actually my second pass through. So I noticed that as I walk, I'm looking down, they have like all of the animal trail tracks painted on the sidewalk. Morning. And I just thought that was adorable. Like, look how cute this is. And they're all over. And I noticed they have this path to a nature center. I'm gonna take a walk down and see what this is all about. So they have like a little pool with fish in here. I have no idea what kind of fish, which is pretty neat. And then on the other side, they have picnic tables. And then that's a recycling bin. And then just a path to the beach. It's kind of rough today because it's windy. Let's see what else they got here. They have another little canopy area with tables and benches. I have no idea how you're supposed to get down there because there's no stairs. Yeah, let's see. What's back there? I saw that they had another pool, but they were filling up. There was nothing in there. It looks like they have a boardwalk Let's go see what that is. So it looks like it's just a boardwalk that goes in a circle. Let's see what they got. Oh, signs of what vegetation is here. Poison ivy. Do you know, I'm not allergic to poison ivy. I was always the one that was volunteered to pull it out because I have never gotten poison ivy. But you know, God knows if that changed since I got older. I haven't tried it since. Oh, sign about the ocean. There's two ladies behind me that are like so fucking loud. More plants. To hear them, it's like a freaking beach. Nobody needs to hear them. That's why. How about dune and swales? Little stop-off area and a bird house. Or actually, that looks like a bat house. About the grass. This is the end of that with the beach. Now the sign about the Birds Mountain sign that I just let those two ladies pass. It's just so loud. They're so loud. This is like, I mean, I like going to the town beach, but I like coming really early. Another one, Salisbury Rose. But I like coming really early, so you don't have to be bothered by, number one, you know, there's so much area on the beach, and you always get those people that are like, have to sit next to you when there's like a whole open area, and then they have to play their music. Like, I don't really want to hear what they're playing, but they think everybody else in, you know, hearing distance wants to hear what they're playing. And then you get people like this that are so fucking loud, and it's like you come to the beach just to relax. You don't want to listen to people yakking like that. I mean, the woman, there's two of them, and they're standing, they're like 6 inches away from each other. I don't know why they're yelling at each other. I don't know. One of my pet peeves, I guess. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but you know what? I don't need to hear your conversation, and I don't need to hear your conversation when you're on the phone either. And I've yelled at quite a few people in public places speaking on the phone because I don't really get it. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. And if you're talking that loud, then obviously everybody within hearing distance can contribute to the one-way conversation that you're hearing. It's a turtle track. Doesn't this one look like they came out and then they were like, oh, never mind, and then went back in? Home because I gotta pee and I gotta blow my nose, and I guess I'll print out all the stuff I need to print out for work while I wait for the Instacart. I gotta clean the windshield of my car. It's like all cloudy and stuff. So yeah, I'll see you later. Okay, so this is what I got at Aldi. I got tostadas, some queso, 1 can of tuna and 1 can of chicken breast, chicken bouillon, coffee for my cold brew, sugar, pork sausage. I like to use this when I make meatballs or meatloaf. Oh my goodness, the low carb tortillas, and no, they're not 10-inch, and I wound up not returning them because the store was packed, but you know, I'll work with it. Got some light sour cream, some lox, a thing of biscuits, and 2 things of croissants because I'll probably make a bubble up recipe this week, and that's what I got.